Alright guys, we are at Home Depot. We're about to redo this floor. Well, not redo this floor, sorry. Finish this floor. We're gonna do the trim all the way around. We are also gonna take out the hinges on the bed just to make it more storage space. So we've got to get the screwdriver out and do that. Other than that, I think the trim is like the only thing that I need to do. So we're gonna get to it. It is 12:50 right now, so I'm assuming this will take me a few hours. It always takes longer than you think, but yeah, so let's jump right into it. Alright guys, this is what I'm working with. This is what the inside looks right now. So it pulls out this way and these open up, but this just takes up so much space in here. And honestly, when I had a friend stay with me, I pulled it out, but it was such a hassle to literally pull this out and open it up every single time that I just ended up taking this like trifold mattress and putting it on the floor and sleeping on the floor, and it was just easier to do that. So considering this is just a hassle, although this took me 3 days to build and I was so proud of this design because I haven't seen anyone else with this design, I'm going to destroy it and take the side supports out, the middle support, the slats are right there, because it will just give me so much more space inside here going forward for storage. Guys, so now that I got this out, I was trying to fix this little like vent thing on my diesel heater because it wasn't connected all the way. And I realized it wasn't connected all the way because the this thing was pulled out about a ½ inch, because this isn't screwed in. I made this removable so I could easily access my diesel heater. I'm just gonna pull this cabinet out slightly, and I've noticed the heat hasn't been kicking so much because a lot of it has been escaping because it's not going directly through this thing. So what I did is I just bought a new one of these for $15. I'm going to cut it a little bit longer, pull the cabinet out so that way it's flush to where I cut the floor, and go from there. We are all good to go on the duct. I had to cut an extra little strip of flooring here. Why am I so zoomed in? There we go. I had to cut an extra little strip of flooring. I'm gonna make the bench sit over it, but it's not gonna be screwed in here, so it'll still be able to move. The thing will just be sitting on it slightly, but other than that, we're ready to put the couch back together and then start doing the trim, which was the original project. And look at this. Everything had to come out of that cabinet just to fix that, which also started from fixing this. So it's just like one thing leads to another, you know? All right, cabinet is now fixed. No moving it. Shabuya. Look how much space there is in there now that I don't have the hinges on there. Good morning, guys. I don't even know what day it is. Yesterday or the other day, whatever day it was, we finished the floor, right? Then another day we fixed the bench thing and screwed that down, and we fixed the diesel heater. And so now I have all this like extra space under the bench seat that I really want to utilize, because right now the only thing that's like really in there is my hiking boots and my backpack, my hiking bag, and like an extra sheet and blanket, because that's all that could fit in there. But now with like those hinge wood pieces and the slats out, it's like 2/3 the space, more the space than what I had. I was only utilizing 1/3 of it. So what I want to use it for is, number one, my bathing suits are just kind of like thrown in the bottom of my closet, so I don't really have like space for that. And my nice clothes, I used to store them in bins underneath the garage space. However, I lost all of my nice clothes when I was in Yellowstone. I know I've said that like multiple times. So I've been slowly gathering new clothes, like jeans and crop tops and bodysuits, cute tops, leather pants, skirts, like all of those things. So now that I'm starting to have a little bit of a collection, I didn't have a bin to put them in under the bed, so they've kind of just been like sitting on top of other bins under the bed, and not really a home. So I just went to Walmart, I did some grocery shopping, I just bought a storage bin. It's not very big, but again, I'm not trying to grow my like wardrobe to where it's like insanely huge. I still live in a bus, right? I'm just collecting like the essentials. So the plan now is I'm going to, in the bin that I bought, hopefully it fits under there. I didn't measure, I just eyeballed it. Hopefully it fits under there. I'm gonna put my nice clothes in there, because it is a pain, not that I get dressed up very often, but it is a pain to like get into my back under my garage space. Long story short, I broke the handle off the outside, so the only way is to open it from the inside and then walk all the way around, move the generator, which it's just literally undoing a bungee cord and moving the generator. So it's not really like that big of a deal, but it's just annoying. So just to have all my clothes inside, it would be nice to just store it in that space. So we're doing a complete like reorganization, because like I want to reorganize like this cabinet here. I want to reorganize underneath where my silverware is, because my laundry stuff's in there and just other stuff's in there. So today's like an organization day. Y'all, I am so hype about all this space. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's my bin. It fits in there. It has like a flip up top. Oh, and I'm gonna break it. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay, perfect. It fits in here. I still have space. I'm gonna like slide backpacks back there. I don't know. This probably isn't the best bin to go in here, but it's what works. And I still have space in here for lots more clothes. It's only about halfway filled, which is good. And I'm not even pressing stuff down, so really maybe it's only 1/3. So I've got room to grow. But yeah, so I'm gonna put some more stuff in here and I will show you guys what we're looking like when it's done. Y'all, look how clean my bus is. It's so nice and organized. I redid everything pretty much. I'm gonna set y'all down. Some much needed organization. Honestly, I was feeling like super overwhelmed with how my bust was like feeling. I just didn't think like anything had a place. Everything was messed up, and like once I did my floor, I'm like, okay, I want my bust to like be really nice again. So it's still like a work in progress, still some things to do. Obviously I need to do the trim. All right, y'all, today is trim day. I have been putting this off for a week now and I can't any longer. So we're gonna tackle this. Honestly, this is just hard for me because I don't understand like which way I need to cut using the jigsaw to make a 45-degree angle. That's honestly the thing that's like holding me back. So once I figure that out, I feel like it'll be smooth sailing. But I do kind of have a lot of like little corners I gotta cut, so I'm a little annoyed about that. But we'll figure it out. We'll get it done, hopefully only a few hours, and then we'll be Gucci. So let's get this trim done and off of my plate. All right, guys, I've been trying before I recorded anything because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never had to do quarter round before. I cannot figure out what way I need to cut it to get the 45-degree angle. I have a jigsaw, I put it to a 45-degree angle, but every time I cut it and lay it down, the angle's going the wrong way, and I've wasted a whole piece trying to figure this out, and it's just too complicated. So a jigsaw also is not making the cut very smooth. Like it has like rough edges on it. Because it's also like really hard to hold still with what I have, a table, a jigsaw, and the thing. Like I don't have any tools. So I looked online. Home Depot apparently has, the only Home Depot in all of Arizona, and I just happened to be parked at the one, has one miter saw for a tool rental. It's like $30 for 4 hours. It says online they have it. So I'm praying that they do, because I'm about to go in there and I'm gonna rent the miter saw for 4 hours, because I think that's the least amount of time you can do. I don't think this will take me 4 hours, but I'm gonna rent it because I just feel like it's easier to like line it up and turn it to the angle that I need. Like it's easier to see than with the jigsaw. The jigsaw, I don't know if I'm dumb or what's happening with me, but I literally cannot do it. So we're going in there. I'm gonna see if they actually have a miter saw. I know it said online they do. We're gonna rent it. Hopefully we can bust this out and be done with it. So let's go rent a miter saw. Look what we got, Honcho! Yay! All right, y'all. I didn't want to film till I figured it out, but miter saw was definitely the move. It's just so much easier to make these cuts. I mean, like, look at that. Just throw some caulk right in the middle. You won't even see the gap. So, honestly, I'm eyeballing a lot of this. I'm not really measuring. So let me just show you. Don't come for me on the internet because I'm not measuring things. But I line it up to where I need it to be. Make sure it's pressed all the way. I just put a little mark right where I need the saw to come, and then the angle will do the rest for me on the miter saw. So let's go out to the miter saw now and actually cut it. Hold on. I need the angle going away. I just have to remember which way the angle goes each time. Let's see. Oh, on this one, I need the angle to come out this way. So I actually already have it set up perfectly for that. So we just make sure it's nice and flat. I will line the blade up so the beginning of the blade will hit right there, and it will do the angle for the rest of us, or for the rest of the work. I don't really have to do anything. Just make sure that this is on 45, and we're Gucci. Making the project harder for me. I'm gonna redo this one floor piece because it won't look good with the quarter round like going around it like that. That's just not gonna look good. So I'm taking this trim piece off, and then the trim will sit on top of the quarter round, which means I need to maybe recut this piece. I don't know if I will have to. I'm gonna take this off first, and see if the quarter round is thick enough. I think it might be, like the gap will be not too wide, so I should be okay. But I want to just do this right. I want to make it look good, so we're gonna do it right. I already ripped the trim off of this piece so I can redo it. Even though I just put this trim on yesterday, but I need to put the quarter round first. Or not yesterday, the other day. But I need to do it right, and I wasn't thinking, this is my first time doing something like this, so I'm learning. So yeah, we're gonna do it right. So we're gonna rip the trim off. Oh gosh, dang it! Another problem. So now I'm gonna have to get grout to fix this. It's just like one thing after another, you know? I just need to take this off. It's just the back corner that's stuck. Everything else is off. Got it. I hate my life. Why does shit like this happen to me? But we have a piece done underneath. We have it all the way around here. Honcho's cage. And then we're gonna have to do here, here. Oh, there's a chip on the floor. That's embarrassing. I don't think I can do quarter round underneath the cabinet. Hold on, let's open the closet and see. I don't think it's gonna close if I do it in here. Oh, just kidding. Oh, well, actually, it probably won't where the door is, unless I do a smaller. Just kidding, it works. All right, guys. Ugh. And we're actually just gonna nail these in right now. I watched a video on it. It seems so easy and so fast that I'm like, why am I holding off? Might as well just do it. All right, I've never used one of these before. I have absolutely zero clue how to use one of these. I would imagine it can't be that hard. I need to get my battery though for my drill. It's the same battery, so let me do that. Okay, we're locked and loaded. Pew pew. I'm pretty sure I just put this thing against the thing every couple inches. Wapow, wapow, right into the back of the boards. We're gonna start in Honcho's cage just in case I mess up and it looks shitty, because no one's really gonna look in there. So we're gonna start in there till I get like the hang of it, and hope it turns out good. So let's get going. So I think I just, oh my god, I think I gotta do it better because it's kind of sticking out. I don't think it's supposed to stick out. Let's try it again. Maybe I need to push harder. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Haha! Look at me go! Yeah, guys. I feel like a badass with this thing. Holy shit. Okay. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna do this side now. Alright guys, today is the last day of the floor install. Yay! Alright, so we've laid the floor. We've cut the quarter round trim. We've installed the quarter round trim. Now we just need to caulk it and make it look all beautiful. I think it doesn't look terrible. Some of my corners are a little off because when I built things, I didn't build things exactly square. My bad. It's only my first time building anything. But for the most part, everything looks decent. There's just a few gaps and seams we need to cover, and obviously cover up all the nail holes. So I got some caulk. I've never caulked really, like, trim before. So this is a new thing, and it's gotta look pretty. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of go for it. I watched a video, seems pretty easy. So yeah, let's do this. Great, so I figured since this is my first time, I should probably start at the front. This one is one of those ones where it's not very good because I didn't build everything perfectly square. My bad, again, sorry. But this corner, I'm gonna start here because it's not really a corner that's seen. Yes, it's the first corner in my bus, but my ladder sits there. I have Honcho's food bag there, so it's pretty blocked off most of the time. So I'm gonna start here because this is not an area I really care about. I'm going to cover up the nails back here and see how that looks and go from there. So I just don't know. We'll see. All right, let's do this. So we got our caulk. I read online you should get a wet rag. This is the rag I got from the Seahawks. It's the only like rag I have that I don't care about that's like not buried away in my dirty clothes. So that's what we're going with. Okay, so we gotta shoot it into the seam, I think. I just don't know like how much is enough, because this is like a pretty big gap. So oh, okay, that's actually not looking too bad. Just I need more. Okay, shabuya. Oh, wow, look how pretty that looks. Okay, let's try covering the nail hole. Let's see. Oh, I actually feel like some of these nails need to be hammered in a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, like that one. I feel like all of these need to be hammered in. Not that one, and not that one, and not that one. But that one and that one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that later. So let's actually just fill all the gaps first, and then we'll go through the nail holes, because this is my first time using a nail gun, and I don't think I used it correctly, because not all of these are like in all the way. Actually, most of them are. There's a few that are not. So we'll just have to fix the few. Okay. So I'm gonna go around, caulk all the corners, and we'll go from there. Okay, moment of truth to see if this actually is gonna blend well. The color is dry. Let me see if I can show you guys. So it's dry. It's just like a little rough, obviously, because I just wiped it on there with my fingers. But it's dry. So I've got a sander now, like an angled one, so I can easily do this. So now the moment of truth is to see if I can sand it out smooth and if it looks seamless. So we're gonna do that now. Let me set you guys up. Or actually, I'll just hold it. Okay, so here's one. I got 220 sandpaper, like nice and fine. Wow, this actually worked better than I thought. Okay, this is so much better than caulking the little holes. This wood filler is so much better. I feel like you can kind of see it still, but only if you look really hard. So now I'm gonna go around and do all of these little holes. There's so many. Then we'll finally be done!